So today I am headed over to Busch Gardens. I'm going to meet my fiance over there. They had some extra tickets, so I'm going to meet them. Pass holder perks. And then I'm meeting his mom, my future mother-in-law, for the first time. I'm nervous. Wish me luck. I just want to make a good first impression, you know, considering that's going to be my future mother-in-law. And then it'll just be the three of us. And I'm a thrill ride person. I didn't used to be. I've never been to Busch Gardens in Tampa. The first time I ever went to Busch Gardens was the one in Williamsburg. I want to say I was about 9, but I'll put the answer on the screen right here. I'll talk to my parents, and I'll put the answer on the screen right here, so you know exactly how old I was. And I hated rides back then, but now I am much more of a thrill ride person. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fun today. Yeah. So wish me luck, and I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, so first we rode Shikra, which is this one, and I think I had my eyes closed like the entire time. That was terrifying. Then we went and rode Tigress. Got some air time. I'm too short for a lot of these rides, but what are we going to right now?
We're getting on the Serengeti Express to the other side of the park.
Okay. A lot of these I cannot show you because the ride is too intense and I would lose my phone, and I'm not about to do that, so we will keep you updated. We're getting ready to ride the train.
Choo choo.
A speed of 76 miles per hour.
Alright, then we went to, was it Serengeti what? Flyers?
Flyer.
That was fun. I really enjoyed that one, and now we're going to do Phoenix Rising. So this ought to be fun. Now we just got off of Kumba. That was fun, but I'm having trouble stabilizing my blood sugar today, and I keep bottoming out. And I have had things to try to help. So I'm not sure how many more rides I can hang for today. I did everything right the last few days leading up, so today would be a great day. And this is the reality of chronic illness. Sometimes it hits and you don't get a choice and your body says, not today. So trying to rally, but starting to feel it real bad. And I work the next 2 days, of course. I just recorded myself talking for so many minutes and TikTok just deleted it, and that is like the 3rd time it has done that to me today. So I'm going to try to make this brief and simple and try to hit all the talking points again. TikTok, you're stupid. Get better. Anyhow, I was dressing, the reason I changed my shirt, which I'm wearing Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton. Which, by the way, that's coming back to Orlando. I plan to buy tickets this week when I get paid. Happy birthday, babe. He already knew, for those of you who are wondering. This is technically his birthday, but his birthday is in August. And then the show we wanted to go to is in mid-October. It starts like late September, runs through mid-October in Orlando. I'm going to buy tickets for the late October. And then we'll go, but actually I should ask my parents if they want to come too. They're going to be here in October. Mom loves Hamilton. She's not seen it live. I might ask them. But anyhow, I was wearing this because I wanted to surprise him in it because he hadn't seen it yet. And I told him I was getting it, but he thought it wasn't supposed to be delivered till like Wednesday of this week. And he's coming up Friday, so he said, next time I see you, wear it. And meaning like next time. And I didn't think it was going to get delivered till Wednesday. That's what the tracking kept saying. And then all of a sudden it was like, on Thursday, it was like being delivered today. And I was like, what? So anyhow, I wore it, surprised him. He loved it. His mom loved seeing it too. So that was nice. And then we had a real fun time. I don't know if I got too hot or if it was too humid or my body. I did everything right. Everything. I didn't eat rich foods the last few days. I didn't eat too much, but I didn't eat too little. I made sure I drank enough soda because I have to have caffeine because I'm neurodivergent and my brain doesn't function otherwise. But I didn't drink too much. I drank extra water to keep myself hydrated leading up to this. I did everything right. I was off the last 2 days. I did a couple hours at Disney resort hopping with Allison on Friday. Yesterday, Winston had a doctor's appointment, which nobody needs to worry. He was good. I was worried, but doctor assured me it was just his normal allergies, so we gave him his allergy injection because he hadn't had it in a while, and he's fine. which I know that wouldn't stress me out because it's literally where I work. And I went and saw the doctor, and she came in the room and she goes, "Oh, hey, Faith." Didn't realize what room she was, like, that I would be the one in there. And I was like, "Hey, doc." She goes, "Okay, what's going on with Winnie?" And he's like looking at her like, and I'm like, "Winnie, it's fine. You know her." So it was pretty simple. We just gave him his little injection, and they, said, "Have a good night. We'll see you next week when you're back at work." And I said, "Great." For those of you who don't know, I normally work the weekends. My manager gave me them off. She just didn't schedule me this weekend. I don't know why, but I didn't ask questions because I never get a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off without specifically having to take off because I have an event. So it was nice to have a whole weekend off. It did mean I had to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So by Thursday, I was brain fried because I was working 10-hour shifts 4 days in a row. That was a lot, but that's okay. I'm okay. But yeah, so I don't know if I got too overwhelmed because there were too many new things going on. I don't know if I got too hot or what. I just know that I was not feeling too good. And babe, sound off in the comments because I'm calling you out. I honestly think we left because he could tell I wasn't feeling too great. I told him I needed to sit down, get something to drink, cold, something to drink, and sit in the AC. So now that I've been sitting in the car for a little bit, AC blasted in my face, my favorite cup, my Winnie cup. My mom got this for my birthday. And this stayed cold. I put fresh ice. I like reusable ice cubes. I don't like when my drinks get watered down. So I put reusable ice cubes in there from my freezer. They're Mickey shaped. I always wrap up my Disney somewhere. And then I put fresh Coke out of the fridge in here before I left. And even though, like, at first the bottle was hot to touch, the contents were still cold. So I drank some of that, and I'm feeling better now that I've been sitting. I think I'm still going to take it easy the rest of the day because it doesn't matter how easy I take it. Sometimes my body just goes, "How about no?" And that's the reality of being chronically ill. And in fact, when I mentioned that earlier, in the video after I stopped recording, my fiance says, "I love that you're real with your followers online. I love that you don't sugarcoat and pretend like everything's okay when it's not." And it's like, I just want to be as real as I can with you guys. So thank you for allowing me to be real on my platform, because I know I'm not the only one out there who faces struggles like this. And I know sometimes when all you're seeing is people going and having fun and not ever having to take a minute or leave early or whatever the case may be, it looks like everyone should be able to do it. And I just like to be real that it is okay. Not everything's going to be perfect all the time, and you can do everything right leading up to it. You can try to manage your conditions the best of your abilities, and you're still going to get screwed over by your health. It happens, and it's sad, and I hate it, and sometimes I get a little embarrassed about things that have to do with my health, but ultimately that is the reality of me being me. And I told my fiance too, I was like, unfortunately, I hate this, and I hate that it's affecting you and your mom. But at the same time, this is what you're marrying, and I don't want to be fake about what I'm going through. So she was very understanding. He's already kind of seen that side of me. And then, yeah, so I think here's the part I want you to sound off about, babe. I think he was using the rain, like, it's going to rain soon, and I don't want you to have to drive in it as an excuse, which I am driving in it. But I think he was using that as an excuse, but really he saw that I didn't feel too good, and he wanted me to go. Now, I will say, I'm much less shaky. My blood sugar has finally stabilized, but I am starting to get a headache, and I think that's from how hot it was. And I just hope if this headache becomes a migraine, I make it home in time, because I don't have my migraine meds with me. They are sitting on my kitchen counter right now. I forgot to put them back in the car. So, because I had run out of the ones that I kept in my bag, and then I went and picked up more at the pharmacy, because I'm on one of those that you can only pick up so many a month with insurance. But I got more yesterday because I hadn't gotten any in July. I actually hadn't gotten any until May, because I hadn't been having migraines there for a while, and now I'm back to having them more regularly again, unfortunately. And I go through ebbs and flows of it, but let's just hope I get home safely. Anyhow, catch y'all in the next one.